Dear students, good morning. Today we are going to discuss the last lesson of our geography book, population. Here we would study about the total population of India, population into different categories in India, like the children, adult and aged. We would also discuss about population density, distribution of population in different states of India, as well as different factors or the process which are responsible for population change. We would also discuss about the national population policy. We would also discuss how much population is engaged into primary sector, then in secondary sector, then in tertiary sector. Dear students, every year 11th July, 11 July is celebrated as World Population Day. India is the second most populous country after China. You know that India is seventh largest country in terms of geographical area. But in terms of population, India is second most populous country after China. India is having 2.4% geographical area of world. But India is having 17% population of world in India. It means in comparison of resource availability in India, the number of population is more. Okay, we are going to discuss. Dear students, first census or पहली जनगणना in India was conducted during the British rule in 1872, but it was having some defects. So the first census in India was conducted in 1881, and in 2001 the 15th census was conducted, and the next census in India would be conducted in 2021. Census is conducted after every 10 years. Census is the official counting of population that is done periodically or from time to time. In India, census is conducted after every 10 years. In Indian census, not only the population is counted, but it also tells us about the social composition of the society, the economic composition of the society. So, the Indian census is very comprehensive. It tells us about the total population or the demography, then the social composition of the society, and the people who are engaged into different economic activity. Dear students, population is the main element in the social studies. It is the most important point to discuss here. You know that resources. In previous chapter, people as resources, we have discussed that large population of a country can be converted into resource through the investment of education and health. Here, we would discuss about the total number of population, then the distribution. Distribution means in which particular state, what is the total number of population, then the growth. It means we would study about the birth rate, death rate and migration. And we would also study about the quality of population. It means how much percentage of people in India are literate. You know that literate persons are not liability for the country, but they are the resources for the country. Okay. Here we would study about the total population size of country, then the distribution of population, then the growth of population, then the process of population change, and last qualities of the population. Dear students, the quality of population is measured through the health of the population and education of the population and the age category of the population, and as well as the male and female ratio. A country where women are treated equally, in such countries the male female ratio is favorable, is good. We would also discuss about the occupational structure. Sir, what is the meaning of occupational structure? The meaning of occupational structure is that how many percentage of the working population engaged in primary sector and in secondary sector and in tertiary sector. Okay, now we are going to discuss the main points. As per 2011 census, as per 2000 March 2001 census, the total population of India is 1210 million. That is the 17.5% of the total world population. And this 1.2 billion population is unevenly distributed. It means some states are having a lot of density of population while others are having very less density of population. India's total geographical area is 3.28 million square kilometer. That is the 2.4% of the world geographical area. But India is having 17.5% population of world. It means we can say that India is most populous country. Here the density is more. As per 2011 census, Uttar Pradesh is the most populous state, that is having 199 million population, and Sikkim is the least populous state in India. Uttar Pradesh is having 16% population of India. 16% population of India is living in UP. Or on the other hand, I have already told you that Himalayan state or the state that is lying in the lap, जो कि हिमालय की गोद में बसा हुआ है, that population is only 0.6 million, or you can say only 60 lakh, only 60 lakh. While Lakshadweep is having nearly 65,000 population. India's almost half of the population is living in 5 states like UP, that is having 16% population of India. Maharashtra is having 9% population of India. Bihar is having 9%. West Bengal is having 8%. And Andhra Pradesh is having 7% population. You can study, you can get this information from the figure 6.2. Here distribution of population is given. Our state Haryana is having only 2% population of world population. Dear students, in figure 6.1 you can study about the India's share in world population and in area. Dear students, India is having only 2.4% geographical area of world, but it is having 17.5% population of world. On the other side, the remaining world is having 97.6% geographical area of world, but the remaining world is having 82.5% population. Thus we can say that in India population is more than the resources. We would also discuss why the population distribution is uneven in India. Dear students, some states are having favorable climate, the land is fertile, the land is flat. These are the regions which are having high density of population in some states. But some states, the topography or the geographic system is different, like the hills or deserts are there, climate is harsh, land is less fertile. You can say such states are Himachal Pradesh, Rajasthan. India's population distribution by density. Here we would study what is density. Dear students, the number of person per unit area, is known as population density. As per 2011 census, in 100 square kilometer, per square kilometer, 382 persons are living in India. But this distribution of population is not equal. In states, Bihar is having most density. I have already told you that UP is most populous state. But in terms of density, Bihar is having highest density. In Bihar, per square kilometer, 1102 persons are living. While in terms of total population, Sikkim is the least populous state. But when we discuss about the density of population, then Arunachal Pradesh is having least density. Here per square kilometer 17 persons are living. Dear students, there are some states that are having density of population below than 250 persons per square kilometer. While you know that our national density ratio is 382 persons as per 2011 census. The states which are having density of population below 250 persons per square kilometer are having rugged terrain. It means having uneven topography, unfavorable climate, and these factors are responsible for the sparse population density or scattered population. Next, Assam and peninsular states or the southern states of India have the moderate population density. Moderate population density means the population density is not so much less and not so much high. While hilly areas, dissected and rocky nature, and moderate to low rainfall or the low rainfall, less fertile soil, less depth soil are the regions which are responsible for less density of population. While northern plains of India as well as Kerala in south are having high density of population because these are flat, these are having fertile soil and have lot of rain. Due to these regions, these are having high density of population. Now, dear students, we are going to discuss about population growth and process of population change. Dear students, population is a dynamic process. Dynamic means गतिशील. हर समय someone is taking birth, someone is dying. So it is not static. ये एक जगह static नहीं है, movement करता रहता है. The numbers, the distribution and composition of population change constantly or continuously. अब आप देखेंगे ये जो पॉपुलेशन प्रोसेस है, पॉपुलेशन ग्रोथ है, इट इज़ इफेक्टेड बाय थ्री थिंग्स: बर्थ रेट, डेथ रेट एंड माइग्रेशन. बर्थ रेट, द नंबर ऑफ चिल्ड्रन हु आर बोर्न पर 1000 पीपल इन 1 year is known as birth rate. Then death rate, the number of death per 1000 persons in 1 year is known as death rate. Then migration. Migration is of two types. Internal migration, it means from one state to another state, and international migration, it means from one state to another state. Dear students, we are going to discuss now population growth. I have already told you that the census is conducted after every 10 years. Here we are going to discuss about the absolute numbers added. Sir, how can we find out absolute numbers? Dear students, take the previous year, take the previous census and take the current census. Suppose current census 2011, previous census 2001. Subtract the 2011 population data from the 2011 population data. जो डिफरेंस आएगा, दिस वन इज नोन एज एब्सोल्यूट इंक्रीज. अब आपने देखा होगा इट इज़ स्टडीड एज पर एनम. इसको 10 years की बजाय हम पर एनम देखते हैं तो एनुअल ग्रोथ रेट आएगा. एनुअल ग्रोथ रेट को फाइंड आउट करने के लिए वी हैव टू काउंट ऑन द पर 100 persons. इन द टेबल 6.1 you can see in 1951 and in 2011. In 1951, India's total population was 361 million. But in 2011, it is 1210. Here you can find out that in these 50 or 60 years, population has increased up to 4 times. In 1951, India's annual growth rate was 1.25. It means एक साल में हर 100 लोगों के पीछे 1.25 चिल्ड्रन बर्थ लेते थे, जन्म लेते थे. एंड दैट वाज इंक्रीजिंग अप टू 1981. इन दिस पर्टिकुलर टेबल यू कैन सी इन टेबल 6.1 कि 1.25 से और 1961 then 1971 then 1981 में इट वाज इंक्रीजिंग. बट इन 1991 it started to show the decreasing trend, and in 2011 it is 1.64%. Sir, up to 1981 the annual population growth rate was high, it was continuous, but 1981 के बाद में ये डिक्रीज होने लगा. सर ये डिक्रीज का कारण क्या है? लिटरेसी रेट इंक्रीज हुआ, स्मॉल फैमिली का कंसेप्ट हुआ, मार्केट में कॉन्ट्रासेप्टिव्स अवेलेबल हुए जिससे अनवांटेड प्रेगनेंसीज को रोका जा सके, गवर्नमेंट ने फैमिली प्लानिंग प्रोग्राम्स वगैरह चलाए। सिंस 1981 भी आप देखते हैं पॉपुलेशन का एनुअल ग्रोथ रेट डिक्रीज होने पर भी टोटल पॉपुलेशन बड़ी तेज़ी से बढ़ी। नेक्स्ट, इंडियाज नेबरिंग कंट्रीज दैट इज़ बांग्लादेश एंड जापान। वर्ल्ड में 2 कंट्रीज़ हैं, जापान एंड बांग्लादेश। इन कंट्रीज़ का पॉपुलेशन डेंसिटी है दैट इज़ मोर देन इंडिया। नेक्स्ट आप देखेंगे कि इंडिया की जो पॉपुलेशन है बहुत लार्ज है, इसके ऊपर छोटा सा एनुअल ग्रोथ रेट भी दैट इज़ द 1.64 इन 2011। ये भी इतनी लार्ज पॉपुलेशन पे हम अप्लाई करते हैं तो एब्सोल्यूट इंक्रीज बहुत बड़ा आता है। यही हमारा बिलियंस में नंबर निकल के आते हैं, यही पॉपुलेशन बहुत लार्ज हो जाती है, जो कि गवर्नमेंट की जो पॉपुलेशन ग्रोथ को न्यूट्रलाइज करने का प्रोसेस है उसको नेगेटिव कर देता है। इसी प्रकार हमारे पास जो रिसोर्सेज हैं उनको शॉर्ट कर देता है। नो डाउट द डिक्लाइनिंग ट्रेंड ऑफ पॉपुलेशन ग्रोथ रियल में एक पॉजिटिव इंडिकेटर है, बिल्कुल ही अच्छी बात है, बट इस छोटी सी पॉपुलेशन ग्रोथ रेट से भी हो सकता है या अप टू 2045 इंडिया चाइना को भी पीछे छोड़ के वर्ल्ड में मोस्ट पॉपुलस कंट्री हो सकता है। डियर स्टूडेंट्स, वी वुड स्टडी द रिमेनिंग पार्ट ऑफ दिस चैप्टर इन नेक्स्ट video. Watch this video properly. Okay.